Welcome to this video, which I am very excited for because I am currently staying in Settle, North Yorkshire in England for the first time ever, and it is so beautiful. I'm from Australia, so it took me a long time to fly here, and I'm here for the whole month with my brother and his friend, and we're just going to be staying in this town and then exploring around where we can, and I'm going to bring you along with me. It is Inktober, so I'm going to try to do some ink drawings and just have some fun, just feeling the inspiration and not making myself draw too much, because I did finish off all my work before I left, and then I've got stuff to do when I get back, and this month is free for whatever I want to do, which of course will include drawing. I've lived in Australia all my life, but I've always loved England, Europe, old-fashioned, pretty leafy things that are more deciduous English plants than Australian bush, and the old Celtic, Scotland, Ireland kind of fairy lore. What I've seen so far in these first couple of days have been so beautiful. The town we're staying in, Settle, is like stepping back in time into some kind of fairy tale. All the buildings are so old and rickety and cobbled on top of each other, which is beautiful. And it's October, which is my birth month, and I've always wanted a autumn October, you know, with the pumpkins and the leaves and the coffee, and this is my first one, so I'm very excited. Oh, so good. That's the town we're staying at down there, Settle. Not very far, and we're way up here. So beautiful. Too beautiful. I just want to take pictures and videos of everything. It's raining. This has got the mossy lawn. Oh yeah, I get the pretty house. The coffee, actually. How beautiful. All the lights are glowing now, it's so pretty. And this track is got all the beautiful stone fences rolling over the hills. Definitely feeling like autumn. Got the kind of hazy, smoky air, and the trees are going to start to turn soon. Yeah, it looks pretty good when I darken it. Beautiful. Birthday today. I feel pretty lucky to be hiking up these beautiful hills with all these stone walls today, and I'm up high, so I've got this beautiful view over the whole town. If I lived here, I would just be bursting with inspiration all the time for the pretty twisty fairy stuff, but maybe I'd just get used to it and it would be, you know, the new normal. But I do know that when I go back, this is going to seem like some kind of strange dream to remember it, so I'm just going to soak it up and enjoy it all while I'm here.
Yeah, for your fingers.
Well, you'll see it on the camera video.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sorry you can't hear me very well, but I'm just on a morning walk. Look at the beautiful river that runs like straight through the town. Got this app that tells me exactly where to walk. It feels so much like an adventure. All the places here are just these little tiny paths and down alleyways and across the river. It's like we're going through the sheep paddock. Hi there. You're so pretty. It's a nice quiet dark spot here by the river, so I thought I might sit and draw for a bit. And just look where I'm walking. Isn't this the most beautiful? Church was open to come in. They're doing looks like a book sale here that you just leave the money. Look at this stained glass window. Wow. Signed the visitor book. I think I'm the only one from Australia that I can see. Start walking home, but it's currently raining a lot, and I'm just entering this little alcove of the church. But look at this door behind me. This is a medieval door Basket of free apples. I've got the perfect spot here to watch all the rain and the autumn leaves. It's not really running out, but I love this door, so I thought I'd just get my book out and draw it. This is kind of a low angle, so it's a bit near to me. There's the door, and there's my picture. Train station, we had to take like 2 trains and then we've got a bus because we're going to go to see Robin Hood's Bay, which I have known about from documentaries that I've watched, and it looks so beautiful, and we're going through Scarborough to get there, like the Scarborough song. But the trains do take a lot longer than I thought they would, and it's different companies, and it's confusing and it's expensive, and you have to book in advance, so it's not as easy to travel around as I thought it would be. It's a double-decker. Went through Scarborough and got rained on a lot, and now we're going to Robin Hood's Bay. There's the water, so beautiful, and then that's like the town down there. Oh, beautiful. Big crashing waves. It's so grey. And there's a fireplace. That's the sea. Oh, lots of beautiful art on the wall. Got a cup of tea that I'm waiting to for it to cool down, and I've sat myself here looking at some buildings that are nice, so I'm just going to do a little drawing. But this is a good place because it's more private while I have all my tea and stuff instead of just squatting in the middle of the street to draw. Absolutely beautiful here. A lot more pokey cute buildings than this, but this one's nice anyway, so I'm just going to maybe draw a little bit of this. Right, I've done a little under sketch with a lighter pencil, like a coloured one, and now I'm going to go in with this one. Oh, maybe not. I might just go in with ink. I want these to be real quick because our bus is going to leave, like the last one for the night soon. So I'm going to get as much done as I can. What I drew, drawing on location for me is more just about having fun and infusing the drawings with the memories, and I guess it is learning something because I'm not very good at drawing architecture. But this is where I've been sitting up and drawing. I'm sitting real high up here. About to finish my tea, then I'm going to go down and try and get the more iconic, like, castle-like edge of the town with the sea before it. I shut myself down, but there's no one really. And I'm out here with the ocean roaring behind me, and this is my view of the iconic Robin Hood's Bay walls with the road leading right down to the ocean. When the tide comes up, the water would be like here. So I think I'm just going to try and get like from here to here and just have fun drawing it because I'd really like to get something down of this place that I love. English trains, no good.
Crystal Temple beads.
Let us get home. Bus today to Ingleton, and I'm going to walk on this trail that goes around a waterfall area. As I walk down this path that says it leads to some kind of pottery, I see that I'm under some kind of huge bridge. It was £10 to get in, which is, I think, a bit much. Looks like I'm going to be going past 3 waterfalls. And there's my route up and around and back to town. We just have the coolest rickety walkway all along the river. Some interesting shapes on this tree. What the heck? There's money all in this tree. The weirdest thing I've seen. Yeah, the first waterfall, Pekka Falls. Whoa. It looks a lot more beautiful in real life. I believe this is the one from the picture. Right there. I'm drawing this waterfall now. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's called Thornton Force. And it's probably the most impressive one I've seen so far. So I'm taking a little longer on it, and I need to empty my drink and fill it up with water so I can keep using it. But right now I'm just using my very weak cordial for my watercolor, which is fine. My little painting didn't take too long. And I've been watching the waterfall. These guys have just been swimming, and this girl in the water looks freezing. Walkway down. It's getting louder. This spot is amazing. You can't really get the full depth on the camera, but it's so steep. Big mossy rocks and all these twisty trees. I think this is my favourite waterfall so far. This place is so cool. Has a very different vibe to the first forest. This feels a little more ancient and steep. Obviously I have nothing to compare it to, but it's kind of how I imagine that China or Japan might feel. I'm going off the beaten trail down to the water. Whoa. It just doesn't look as good as it does in real life. Yeah, this is officially my favourite forest I think I've ever been to. Or favourite section. Feels so old. So pretty here. So big and awesome. I don't want to drop my phone, but I'm on this bridge. Just walking around looking for some windows I might like to draw. Should have brought a cup of tea. This would be a perfect place for a little picnic. Pretty birch trees. I don't think I've ever drawn them really, so I'm just gonna sketch some for a while. I really love going on this walk because I've been almost completely alone this whole time, and we're really following close by the river. Drawing this pretty tree over here with the rock wall next to the birch tree. It's a big castle. Look at the parapets that you have to pay to get in. So we are just gonna look. Beautiful old church. Look at these windows. pretty.
Oh yes.
Yes. And we'll be walking that way, I imagine.
I love it today, nothing to do that anymore.
All the leaves are kind of in the middle of their changing, just falling down all sparkly around us. So many holly bushes here. This one is huge. Look how pretty. I think this is the biggest, most extensive antique store I've ever been to. This is like the 4th room and the 2nd floor, and then there's more upstairs. Today really feels like I imagine autumn in England and just the Northern Hemisphere and all the movies, I suppose. The leaves are just falling and everything's turning a little more orange everywhere you go. And a big mist is just hanging over the town and the treetops all day long. My visit's more than halfway up. Inspiration is just overflowing. And I think this is the perfect time for me to come here this October.
When we go to the Woods Forest.
Quite a shop. This antique store is really big. So far all I'm getting is this £1 scraps of fabric, which I thought were pretty. It's really rainy out there. Very big antique store. Kind of like a museum too. You just walk through it with like arrows on the floor and such. Oh, little rugs. Whole bus to ourselves. And I got this so pretty little seashell. Here in Clapham today, and I'm under this tree here, all this fallen fruit. This apple is just falling on the ground now. I'm gonna take some on my way. Right, we gotta buy tickets once again. It's a lot cheaper though this time. And here's the lake in all its autumn colours. I'm walking right now beside a magical autumn lake, and everything is glowing and pretty, and my camera doesn't do it justice. The apples are very sour, but they were free. Basically walking up this waterfall. It's dripping down all the sides of this cavern are dripping. And a very classic nest right above.
Ready, jacket removed. And there we are. I might add a little colour later on, and it was pretty quick and rough, but
Pretty happy with that. Walkway right behind the town finally opened up, like a trail through the forest straight up the cliff behind the town. They were doing some maintenance on it. It feels like a bird's eye view. When it starts to get darker and all the lights start coming on and twinkling, it's just magical. Gosh, isn't the world beautiful? I have a ticket to Sunshine on Leith, which is a play right down the street, which I bought at lunchtime. And I'm going now by myself, and it's like a very pretty old building, so hopefully it's a good play. I really enjoyed it, and the singing was really good and a very enthusiastic audience. The theatre was beautiful and old. It was a very spontaneous decision, and I'm very glad I went. Today I'm on my own, and the buses can only get me there. I need 2 of them. I've taken the first one, and I'm waiting on the second one. Hopefully it shows up soon, and then I'll go to Malham, and then I have to walk back, which will be a 2.5 hour walk. Oh, this is an enchanted wood. I imagine that's the way forward, over there. That's Malham. That way Settle. It's taken me a while to find my path because I have a specific route that I'm trying to take, which is not the main one. I haven't really sat down and talked about the stuff I brought with me to draw and everything, and I thought that's probably one of the main things you might be interested in. So I'm just gonna show you everything. This is all I brought for art, painting, drawing, craft, everything. These 5 or so things. My sketchbook, number 1, very important. I've been doing a lot of drawing over here, and I take this with me most of the time. My black ink in here, pens, pencils, paintbrushes, a couple of these little clips, eraser, sharpener. I have a little cloth here for dabbing my paintbrush on, and this is what I use to put water in when I'm out and about. Just an old lid watercolor palette, which is like a travel sized one. So that's all I need for my drawing, painting. And then I've also been doing more just like travel adventure journaling while I'm out and about here. Putting all of these things, like I've got a map here and postcards that I've been picking up, stickers, tags, bus tickets, things like that. And then I've just been sticking them in and writing about my adventures and the places I've been. And I've had a lot of fun with this. So you also need a glue stick. This is what I've brought with me to do that. I love having things like this with me. When I'm traveling, I feel like I can really remember the things as I'm doing them. I'm writing them down so I don't forget the little details. I also want to show you this. This is my little autumn shrine on the kitchen table. Chestnuts and the pretty little berries. England has a lot of cool wild nature things I can forage. Now that I'm getting to the end of my trip, I thought I would let you know my opinions on England. Absolutely beautiful. So much history, the buildings, just all the pathways. I love all the places that I can just walk. I can see them on my map, I can see them in person. A lot of easy access, like through paddocks. It's very normalized here. A lot of people complain about the weather here, and I'm sure I'd get sick of it a bit if I lived here, but for me it's quite a change to have a lot of rain. And most of the people that I've met, especially here in the countryside, are really lovely. There are only 2 things that I've found not so great about being here. The money and the trains. As far as money, I think it's certainly a bit more expensive to live here, and just even groceries and things. And the trains, though it is very great compared to where I live to have them going all over the place and you can use public transport a lot more, they are not as reliable as I thought they would be. We've had many cancellations and delays, and I just don't feel like you can get on a train and trust that it's going to get you where you want to go. It's my favourite spot now to sit. You can see the autumn trees and the mist in the distance, and I just listen to my music. the Lakes District. Train has been delayed by 26 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, would you look at that? 3 hours later, we're back. It might work. We walked half hour home, half hour back. Fingers crossed this and the other 2 trains will work. From there we can walk.
And the 2 buses and the ferry.
Yes.
This bus is cool.
And so is the town. Very quick one. 2-3 minutes maybe. Tea and coffee, and here's the view. We're going to see Beatrix Potter's house. And we have the tokens. I was actually from the movie because it looks very similar.
Do you remember Mrs. Tabitha?
How pretty. It is a very picturesque little house. All sorts of these very brownish trees with very wonky branches. Like they're just frozen and being blown in the wind. At this point we're basically just walking up a little waterfall. Cool. Oh yeah, he's looking good. There's my pumpkin carver.
Oh, Grace, is a dedication.
Yes, I had a vision and I got my worker to see it through. Last day, very cold and rainy, you probably can't tell very well. Beautiful trip, and I really feel like I've experienced many of the different vibes that England has to offer. But a month is a long time to be away for me, I think, and I am very excited to go back home for November and then Christmas time.
Would you like to go to the fence?
Yes, let's go there. It is the Edinburgh Castle. Stumbled into this art gallery and it's free in Edinburgh. And it's got all these amazing paintings. Giant frames, like the Sargent painting and a lot of other ones that we know. We're on our way to the airport. What have you there? Something from a Studio Ghibli film?